So FBI, if you want me, you know where to find me.
All right, y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. All right, so today we're checking out another video from Magnus Midba. So this is him, I guess, trying out the FBI's fitness test. Now, I know a little bit about the FBI, not so much their fitness test. I've heard a little bit about it, and it seems like it's kind of crappy or more inconvenient. And I think just, again, with military, especially in the Marine Corps and the Army, I've done all these different kinds of fitness tests, and they're always just inconvenient. You always do them at like weird times. You always get very little notice before you're actually going to do it. So I can imagine their inconvenience. I wouldn't imagine the FBI's general fitness test would be that complicated, considering the FBI has a lot of different jobs and some are going to be more physical than others. But if this is just like a generic one, I would imagine it's not going to be too bad. Now, I'm not sure how often the FBI test would change, but this video is from 2021, so I'd imagine it's going to be pretty accurate. So let's check it out.
The Physical Fitness Test, or PFT, is a comprehensive measure of the physical readiness of individuals wishing to become special agents of the FBI.
You are expected to arrive at the academy in peak physical condition.
Nice. With the suit. That's mandatory.
Today we're gonna try the FBI physical test.
Okay, Magnus, I know you got the suit for the bit, but come on, man, that tie is just brutal. But I do like how he's getting into character and whatnot. So again, when everybody thinks of the FBI, this is probably what they're gonna picture: some dude in a suit with like sunglasses and what have you. Now, Magnus seems like he's in pretty solid shape, I gotta say. Probably in a lot better shape than me, especially with like his how lean he is. Now, as a climber, I'm not sure if that's going to translate as much for what the FBI test would include, but imagine he's gonna do pretty good at it.
I know that some of you have been missing the climbing content, but unfortunately everything is still closed, so there's not much else to do. But I promise there's going to be lots of climbing content pretty soon. Marte is holding the camera. She's not been on this channel for a while. So it's push-ups, sit-ups, 300-meter sprint,
okay,
1.5 mile run. Oh, that's annoying. I hate that. And then it's pull-ups. And the unique thing about this test is that you're only allowed to have 5 minutes between each exercise.
Okay. That's actually not that bad. So the US Army just implemented the new Army Combat Fitness Test, which has a similar rule as to how much rest you can actually have in between events, which is pretty much none. Like, it's pretty much consistently you getting done with one event, moving on to the next one. Except for the run, you get like 10 minutes to like rest for the run. But none of that seems too strenuous. But again, once you're doing crunches, when you start trying to run after that, everything is like all tight, so it's kind of awkward. And then moving from a 300-meter sprint or whatever, 300-yard sprint, and then going into like a longer distance run is kind of weird as well, because your legs are going to be like, they're going to be warmed up, but they're also going to probably feel like jello after that.
Are you going to wear suits for the entire...
I might have to change my suit, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a requirement to wear the suit, so it's the first time I wear a suit on this channel though. Marte, you like the suit, right? I always wanted to become a special agent as a kid, as I'm sure all kids dream of, to keep the country secure. And talking about security, no better sponsor of today's video than NordVPN.
Oh, okay.
Secure when you go online.
I thought he was gonna say ExpressVPN, because if you did, I would have just like piggybacked. So if you guys are interested in ExpressVPN, I'll put a link down in the video description so you guys can check that out. If you use that link, you get 3 months free on top of a 12-month subscription. So yeah, ExpressVPN is something that I've used personally for years, and I definitely trust them. So yeah, I'll put that down in the video description. All right. Weather looks pretty good for this.
To get 1 point, you need to have between 30 to 32 push-ups in 1 minute.
And to get maximum point, because that's what I'm going for.
I don't think you're gonna do that. You're gonna have to do more than 71 push-ups in 1 minute. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty hard. You're not.
That is pretty hard. I mean, just considering timing, you need to do. That's kind of okay. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Set over 70 in a minute. It is possible, but I'm not sure what their stipulations are. If you're doing proper push-ups, it's going to take almost a full second just to get the full repetition down. But okay, I guess you're just gonna be like bouncing off of the ground, basically.
Gonna do the test with me though today?
I have not like been working out almost at all after all the gyms closed.
And you've also not been in any of my videos lately.
I haven't.
I've seen in the comments that.
Luckily,
people
when I
miss
was
you.
in Korea and COVID hit, the gyms didn't close.
I got a lot of texts like, "Have you and Magnus broken up?"
I actually don't like these sunglasses. That was just for the FBI sketch.
Oh, he was rocking them.
But you only get 5 minutes in between. So after this is done, I only have 5 minutes to rest for the next exercise.
Okay.
71 push-ups in a row. That's really hard though. I don't think I've ever done that. Yeah, because you have to see where the chest is.
The exerciser will lower his body until the center axis of the elbow is in a straight line with the center axis of the shoulder parallel to the ground.
Okay, that's easy enough then. Yeah, you can just, once you get the momentum going, it's not bad at all. I imagine he's gonna do pretty good as a climber. He probably has some pretty solid chest strength. But again, you have to consider, you only have a certain amount of time in between, like, to rest. And after you do something like this, you get super tight. Your shoulders get tight, your traps get tight, your chest. Doesn't help with the run. Oh yeah, he's killing it. I kind of want to try this now.
57, 58, 59, 60.
Nice. Okay, there you
I
go.
also forgot to mention that you're not allowed to rest. It has to be consecutive.
Oh, really? What?
It has to be consecutive. So you're not allowed to rest in this position and then continue.
Oh.
You take
Oh,
the time
dude,
for-
that's a big difference. I was considering, like, yeah, if you could rest, you could probably like bang out like 40 or 50 really quick if you're like, if you have the momentum down, and then rest for a little bit and then try and get a little bit further. But that's kind of annoying.
Minutes rest. Oh, if I just did 61, I would have 8 points, but that's 7 points. We only need 1 point in each exercise to pass.
No, that's not true. You need at least 12 points altogether to pass, but you need to have 1 point. So you can't like fail pull-ups and then you get.
So there's a minimum for each event that
disqualified
you
if
need to
can't
meet,
get a single point, but you need 12 points in total.
but you still need 12. Makes sense.
I have 1.5 minutes left of rest.
Good to have you here to keep track of what I'm doing.
I'm really bad at taking time though. Remember
Okay,
last
so
time
next
when I did
is
the
the
crawling
sit-ups, I think.
thing? I was like, oh, you just missed it, even though you actually got the record.
I want to see how their sit-ups are.
51.
No, but that's a world record.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
All right, so for the sit-ups,
38,
38
yeah.
for 1 point. And then to get 10 points, you need to do above 58. That's in 1 minute.
Participant raises upper body until the elbows touch mid-thigh, then
easy.
returns to the starting position, meaning the tops of the shoulder blades must touch the floor to complete the repetition.
Dude, these are super easy, especially for me since I have like really long monkey arms. Like when I cross my arms, look how low they sit already. I barely have to move. So these are like Marine Corps crunches as opposed to like Army sit-ups or what have you. So they're a lot easier. Yeah, and someone holding the feet is very, very helpful for sure. So you're not just moving around a lot. Yeah, I might actually try this out at some point. I did just get a screw taken out of my ankle recently, so my run game is like not as good. But it'll still be fun to try.
Oh, God.
Okay.
He just got.
Oh, I thought I had plenty more time left.
Yeah.
52. I thought if I just kept like a steady pace, I would be able to do it. Oh, so it's 7 points.
At least it's only a minute because like with the Army fitness test and even like the Marines with crunches, that's 2 minutes. So it's like more time you have to be doing this exact same exercise, and then everything just gets tighter and tighter, especially once your abs get super tight and you try and run, it just kind of like messes up your flow.
Well, now it's the running. So I'm starting with a 300-meter run to get a perfect score. So 10 points would be 40.9 seconds or faster. You want to try to do a
That's
sit-up?
not bad.
I know you hate sit-ups, so.
If you're sitting on my feet,
It's pretty
then I
bad.
I love the sounds you make.
Okay, so 300 meters, 40 seconds. That sucks, but like, it's not that bad. If you have good shoes and it's nice and dry, you can definitely do that. But you gotta think, like, he's gonna do this and then immediately do like another run. Not bad.
So out of breath.
Yeah.
That was just 300 meters.
Sprints suck.
1/10 of a second away from 7 points on that one too.
Oh damn.
So
okay.
far I've been scoring 7 on all the tests, but I was so out of breath.
That's really good. As you said, you haven't been running since like summer,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
It's just like, I feel like the biggest difference is that when you haven't run in a while, then you just feel sick afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was just 300 meters. Now I'm gonna run 2.4 or something kilometers.
Dude, trying to recover from like a really like 100% effort sprint is like the worst. At least for me. I'm not a very good sprinter. Like I can do it, but after like 1 or 2 sprints, I'm like done.
I wonder why this is in meters and the next one is like 1.5 mile. Why do they use the European system in one and then the American system in another one? I don't know.
The metrics.
Weird.
Metric system.
We're weird.
European system. 2 minutes left and then I have to do the 2.41 kilometers. 6 rounds, 14 meters.
Yep.
So at the beginning you start at the start line and you're gonna end a bit further than the start line. So
We
it's
put a
gonna
bottle
Oh
Yeah.
where it
wow.
ends. This is pretty brutal.
Generally with these sorts of tracks, you would just, if it's 1.5 miles, it would just be 6 laps. You wouldn't like extend the start point at all. So okay, he's getting some extra attention to detail as far as like the actual meterage.
It's cold and it's
He's
I don't know,
finna
you don't get
check it.
much rest in between. That's part of this test. This is what I'm the most nervous about. I also got to give a big shout out to Brandon William. He's the one I've been stealing video ideas from lately. This I saw
I
this
might do
video
the same for me
idea
as
on
well.
his channel as well. So 37 seconds to go. To get a perfect score, you need to do 9 minutes or faster.
Okay, that's not bad. It's annoying for sure, but
Okay, you ready?
No, I'm really nervous. This is
that's like a
It's just because I know
6-minute
it's gonna be
mile
painful,
pace,
you
I
know?
think.
Yeah.
Yep.
okay. I
Remember
have the
not
time here.
to run too fast in the beginning.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna
I probably
pace
wouldn't
myself. I'll
get
try
that.
to at least.
Okay, so
Or
6
even
laps
really that
plus
close.
14 meters, okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to count the laps, you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3, 2,
Oof.
1, go.
1.5 miles right now. I would maybe comfortably do like 10, maybe faster, but I don't know. Again, I think I'm gonna have to actually try this out. Oh, he did 400 meters in a minute. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Come on, you're being really fast right now. You're starting your 3rd round.
All right.
How are you feeling, Magnus?
Doing pretty good.
I'm nearly dead.
Oh, okay.
Starting
No,
on your
he's-
4th round.
he went too fast in the first ones, I think. Yeah. The pacing sucks, especially going from a sprint to something like this.
Starting on your 5th round. 2 more rounds left. Come on, come on, come on.
Yep, that's a
So
doozy.
not jealous of Magnus right now. I'm feeling really lucky to be able just to record.
He's doing good though. He got 1 mile in just over 6 minutes.
Yeah. 1 more round. 1 more round.
Okay. And that last lap, hey, you get some extra energy, so he's gonna get pretty freaking close, I think.
Okay, so now
Oh
Magnus
man,
is around
nice. He just missed it.
to the bottle.
Good stuff.
That's gonna be 14 extra meters. Kom igjen, Magnus!
This 14 extra
Ni
meters
14,
suck.
ni 15, ni 16, ni 17, ni 18.
Good stuff.
Oh!
Pretty freaking solid, man.
Jeez.
I didn't expect that from like a climber. I'd imagine they have better cardio than most, but
I'm gonna get
even
you some
still.
water.
And now I just have 5 minutes and then
Yeah.
I have to do pull-ups.
You have to pull up.
Oh, pull-ups, man.
I also don't understand how some people do this voluntarily as a sport. Do this every day. I remember last
You
time.
talking about just running?
we did
Yeah.
this.
I don't get
It was
it
more
either.
fun to lay here because I knew that you were gonna do it.
Dude, he's gonna crush these pull-ups though. I wonder what the max is. It's probably gonna be something pretty easy. Like 20 or something.
Okay, so
Unless
the
it's
time was
timed.
9:18.69. That gives me a score
Nice.
of 9 points.
Oi! 9 points. That's right.
That's
Oi.
yeah. You're as that was
Get some oxygen in your brain.
You're as surprised as I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that I'm so much stronger in push-ups and sit-ups, but maybe I'm better at running. All right, now the last exercise. This is gonna be challenging because I'm still really pumped from the running.
This is a continuous motion, untimed exercise.
Okay,
Palms
untimed.
facing out, with hands at least shoulder width apart and no further than 23 inches apart.
What? Why?
Ready? Let's go.
Yeah. 23 inches apart. Oh, he's got this sort of bar. That's
4,
annoying.
5, 6,
It's like the Royal Marines where they just do pull-ups on like a plank of wood.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
So I wonder what the max is going to be for this one. I can't imagine it would be much more than 20.
19.
Easy day for him.
Man.
But he's really like locking out and whatnot, so those are some solid pull-ups.
24.
My body is just so tired right now.
Yeah.
Just from the first rep, it was really hard.
You need to emphasize the fact that the bar is squared.
Right, right.
Yeah.
A regular bar. But
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that matters so much, but doing all these in a row
Yeah.
with only 5 minutes in between is really tough.
Yep.
It's a good challenge. It's a good practice. Right. So that was 10 points.
Yep, easy day. Okay. So what was it? 21 or
Testable
22?
My biggest fear is just like ruining it while you're in the middle of the tests. I don't want to be like, oh Magnus, I'm sorry I ruined it when when you're super exhausted and just finished the entire fitness test. So
This is my new camera, by the way.
Yeah,
The one
nice
you're holding.
setup.
It's the A7S3
Nice.
with a 16 to 35 G Master lens, 2.8. The official judge.
Nice, okay.
2 phones.
I also
Alright,
want to
so
say, like,
let's
look
see.
how cold I am.
So it's out of
Just
50, I
already-
think, then?
First 3 exercises you got 7 points, like in each one of them, and you got
Okay.
9 points for the long running, and you
Okay.
got 10 points for the pull-ups.
So we got 40?
40 points in total.
Dang.
So FBI, if you want me, you know where to find me.
So he
It's
looks like
definitely a good
afterwards.
workout though. I think that this is harder than the army test we did actually.
Oh, okay.
I feel more tired now. I think it's because of that
Okay.
short break in between. Pretty
Yeah, that'll do
satisfied
it.
with that. I thought I'd be faster at the 100-meter sprint,
The 300 meter.
the 300-meter sprints. There's not been a lot of climbing lately. In the next videos, there's gonna be more climbing. I plan to go to Bergen.
Hey,
and,
we've already seen
hopefully
he's got
film a few
some
videos
really,
there
really
with,
solid stuff. So again, I will put the original video in the description so you guys can check that out. But always some really, really solid content. So I appreciate that. And he's also really helpful in like not copyright claiming the video when I do a reaction to it. So Magnus, if you're watching, I do appreciate that. Really good job. So FBI fitness test, yeah, it was definitely more of a doozy than I thought it was going to be. And especially like he's saying, when you start adding in that break in between, it's kind of annoying because generally like with the Marine Corps, you're pretty much just waiting on like everybody else to get done. And then once they're done with that event, you'll move on to the next thing, which honestly, sometimes, especially if it's done really well, you only get like a 3-minute break. So sometimes it kind of sucks, but having like a definitive one is nice and also not so nice, especially since it's only 5 minutes. But that's pretty much how the new Army Combat Fitness Test is as well. Just to sort of like destroy your body just with like constant exercises, constantly different exercises. And then again, it's not until the actual run portion where you actually get some rest beforehand. But yeah, the Army Combat Fitness Test is really difficult. I've been able to max that and the old Army Physical Fitness Test, and then I was able to max the Marine Corps one. And I gotta say, the Army Combat Fitness Test is much, much harder to max. But this FBI test, it seems like it's relatively low key and the events seem simple, but those maxes are pretty freaking brutal. So I definitely want to try it out and see if I can get close to maxing it. It seems like it'd be easier because the points are like lower. Like with the Army Combat Fitness Test, it goes to like 600. So it seems like it's harder to max, but well, it is pretty hard to max. But this being like such a low number count makes it seem like it might be easier for whatever reason. So I might actually have to try it out, but yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll have to wait until the weather is not miserable because again, I am in Washington and it's always raining and it's always cold and I'm not trying to get like pneumonia trying to do some content. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. If you guys have done this specific test previously, let me know how it is. I don't know if this is like an annual or like biannual sort of requirements, but yeah, again, it always sneaks up on you and you're never really exactly as ready as you would like to be. But very cool video. I do want to try and get some more fitness tests in, and I'll throw those on the fitness playlist whenever I can manage to do it. But again, that's going to be weather dependent. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, definitely go and check out Magnus's channel. I'll put the original video in the description so you guys can go and check that out. But that is it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one.